Welcome to DataScriptIQ. Most beginners start data science with a burst of excitement, but quickly hit a wall. When you try to learn Python, artificial intelligence, machine learning, SQL, and Excel all at the exact same time, the field feels impossibly huge and confusing. The fastest way forward in 2026 is actually to slow down. You don't need to master every tool simultaneously. Instead, you follow a clear sequential order, moving through one tool at a time so you understand exactly where each scale fits. At its core, data science is the process of using information to make better decisions. Let's look at a practical example. We have a table of student course inquiries right here at DataScriptIQ. It shows student names, their cities, and the specific courses they want to take. We're going to track this specific student dataset from its raw state through every stage of the 2026 roadmap. This allows us to see exactly how these tools connect in a real workflow, rather than studying them as isolated concepts. Step 1 always starts with spreadsheet thinking. Excel teaches you the basic architecture of data. When we filter this course interest column to isolate only the students asking about Python, you are already doing data analysis. You are learning how rows, columns, and basic summaries work. But Excel has limits. If our course inquiries jump from a few hundred records to a massive, repetitive dataset, that volume will crash your spreadsheet. That is exactly when you transition to step 2, learning Python to automate your logic and process heavy data without breaking a sweat. Large companies rarely store hundreds of thousands of records in local spreadsheet files. They keep them in large databases. For step 3, you need to learn SQL. With a simple select query, you can communicate directly with the database to extract the exact student records you need for your analysis. Learning Excel, Python, and SQL in this exact order solves the problem of scale. You start by understanding the data manually, use Python to build automated logic, and finally apply SQL to pull that data directly from professional database systems. Once you extract your data, you will find out quickly that real-world information is messy. You need step 4, statistical thinking. This bell curve shows the distribution of our student assessment scores. Relying on a single average grade hides the truth. Understanding variance and standard deviation reveals the actual spread of how students are performing. Beyond numerical variation, the data itself is structurally messy. Notice the course interest column. Students typed data science, DS, and data science in 4 different ways. We'll use step 5, the Pandas library, to standardize these entries so our final count is actually accurate. Let's test your problem solving. Pause the video right now, look at those inconsistent names, and write down the 3 exact manual steps you would take to standardize them into a single clean category. To fix it, you identify the variations, define the correct format, and apply a replacement rule. Using the Pandas replace function, we execute all 3 steps instantly, snapping all those messy inputs into a single uniform label. If you leave data fragmented, your final reports will be inaccurate. Mastering statistics and Pandas transforms raw, unusable information into a reliable foundation. That cleaning process is the actual day-to-day core of a data scientist's job. A clean dataset is great, but business leaders cannot weed thousands of rows of Pandas code. That brings us to steps 6 and 7, data visualization and Power BI. We take our clean Python data and turn it into clear bar charts, monthly trend lines, and KPI cards, so decision makers can immediately see which courses are performing best. Once you can clearly report on what happened in the past, you are ready for step 8, machine learning. Now we can predict the future. Using our clean enrollment data, a simple decision tree maps out the patterns, allowing us to categorize incoming student inquiries as either likely or unlikely to enroll. For step 9, we bring in modern AI concepts. In 2026, an AI chat assistant can easily generate the basic code for this model or explain errors. But the AI is just an assistant. It requires human review to validate the logic and ensure the data pipeline makes sense before the code goes live. Prediction models and AI automation are highly effective, but they only generate real business value when they are built on top of the extraction, cleaning, and visualization steps we completed earlier. Steps 10 and 11 are about turning your skills into proof. You take this entire DataScriptIQ pipeline, from the initial Excel cleaning to the SQL extraction, right through to the final Power BI dashboard, and build it into one original, professional online portfolio project. Your portfolio isn't finished without Step 12, business communication. Even the most advanced machine learning project will fail if you cannot translate your findings into plain English. You have to explain what happened, why the data matters, and what exact action the company should take next based on the numbers. Here is your timeline for the next 6 months. Month 1 is Excel. Month 2, Python Basics. Month 3, SQL and Statistics. Month 4, Pandas and Visualization. Month 5, Power BI. And Month 6 covers machine learning, AI, and building your portfolio. Data science is a connected chain of tools, not one giant subject. Take a screenshot of this timeline to keep yourself on track. Practice along with me, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to DataScriptIQ for more tutorials. Click the link in the description to download the roadmap PDF, and let's start learning something new today.